It's now time for another episode of the Off-Road Toolbox. A Jeepers guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
Hey, welcome to another episode here with us. Bart and I are sitting here. We just discussing some of the stuff that we've done over the week.
Yes.
Bart, I hear your pain.
Oh, yeah. Between doing some training for the sheriff's office and then the family vacation, which sometimes is a multitude of fun on new levels.
Oh, yeah. I mean, family's family. We get mad. We get aggravated. And
Just don't say a word.
Yep. Just be quiet.
Yep. So hope everybody had a good time, and here we are doing our show.
Did you get any trail riding in?
I didn't have my Jeep.
Oh, you didn't have a Jeep.
And I couldn't take, so for the folks who don't know, I went up to my in-laws, and my father-in-law passed away, but so up in North Carolina, I have this little place in Balsam Mountain, and there's a ton of Jeeps in Balsam Mountain. Actually, a nice rebuild. The guy did a CJ7 with an R 2.8 diesel engine conversion.
Oh, nice.
Actually, it was really nice. Very, very, very nice done. My father-in-law has a 2008 Jeep. That I sent you guys the pictures. That is like showroom. It's a barn find.
It's
Is
a
it
Cherokee.
08? How many miles on the 08?
It's got 30,000 miles on it.
Wow.
It just gets driven maybe 5 or 6 weeks out of a year.
And you were saying the original tires are on.
They're still, yeah. And I can't convince the mother-in-law. She goes, they look good. I'm like, they're not good. They're aged out. Well, and I said, look, I'll get everything taken. Nope. So she'll go back to the dealership, but it's out of warranty. You can't tell her it's a 2008. The tires are 2008. And yes, they look pristine. It's garage kept. It had never been detailed, so I detailed it out for the big 4th of July parade, and it looks so good. And actually, it's like showroom condition. She goes, no, we're not going to the parade. It'll get dirty. We'll have to clean it again. So I spent 5 hours detailing, 5 hours, clay bar and detailing.
Oh, man.
And she didn't want to take it.
It was pristine. Don't get me wrong, but it really popped after we clay barred it and waxed it. It really just, it was like the fenders are still black.
They haven't faded yet.
They hadn't faded. No. Everything is just, so I buffed it all out and made it look good. And she goes, it's not going in the parade. This year we'll miss the parade. Because normally everybody on the mountain, there's a little parade on this mountain.
Yeah.
And it's got to be 80% are Jeeps and then some other vehicles, and they have this little parade around the mountain and everybody goes, they come out for it, they throw candy at you. It's a neat, and then have a big 4th of July festival. They have the family puts together a huge fireworks display that would rival any small city. The fireworks.
Wow.
Wow. So it's nice. It was, and very, you're up there by the Blue Ridge Parkway, you're in Balsam Mountain, Maggie Valley, Waynesville, and there are trails up there, but can I take the Jeep on a trail? Oh, no.
It'll get dirty.
She didn't want to drive it in the parade, so there's no way you're going to take it to
that's
a
it, yeah.
trail
Because
ride.
the trade had the parade had a small section of dirt road, and it might kick up dust. So I'm like, okay.
I would have dumped it right in the puddle.
No. So,
But that's me.
it looked good.
You
It
should have
looked
taken
really
her to
good.
the dealer and shown her some of the new Jeeps.
So it only gets serviced at the dealer, and I keep telling her you don't have a warranty anymore. So you might want to look for another shop because it would be maybe more cost advantage. Oh no, it's got to go to the dealer. I'm like, okay, it's your checkbook, and it's got a death wobble.
Oh, does it really?
I took it for a spin to drive it, and I'm like, that's not good.
It just needs to. It's an 08.
It's an all original. Everything.
Yeah, everything's
everything.
original. Stuff wears out,
Or
even
just
if
aged
it
out.
sits.
Even
Yeah,
if it sits.
yeah.
So it's so supposedly
Bushings.
Yes, and that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Or
Tires.
well, we know the tires are gonna go.
Tires out of bounds cause it too.
True.
She ever had them rotated in that time? Does she?
My father-in-law, when he used to take care of it,
Okay.
so he used to get serviced.
Okay.
But it's still but it hadn't had a year. It hadn't had an oil changed in almost 2 years. That's what she looked at because they just weren't up there enough. And if they're up there, it was their second vehicle, so it didn't. So
That makes sense.
It's just So you would think, and like I said, they only go up 3 times a year for 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep, it happens.
But that's something that it wouldn't cross your mind. Oh, I got to
Like
get
us, like for me, I would look at the bushings for the transfer case and the transmission shifter, everything I would look at for just age and get it serviced. I think the ball joints would be good, but have they been greased?
And grease is getting old in there and crusty. Yeah.
So
Kind of like me.
It was good. It was good. I wish they would put some more gear. I wish they would put some more. At one time, they had a whole kit that I collected for them for recovery gear.
Oh, for recovery.
She took it out of the Jeep. She didn't like it. So I'm like, okay, tow ropes, straps, soft shackles, the hitch link.
Should take them back.
I don't even know where they are. They're going to be someplace in storage, and everything's meticulous in her garage, and where it's kept. So I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Don't rattle that cage.
No.
Don't poke the bear.
Now, my father-in-law would, because he understood, hey, yeah, or he gets, again, they're small mountain roads. They're narrow roads up there, but.
Have you ever been, and when you've gone up there, have you ever been trail riding?
When I brought my Jeep, I did. Oh,
You did?
yes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes. When I bring my Jeep, oh, yeah. It's like, okay, here's a trail. And, again, on X or Gaia,
Yes,
they show them.
Right.
So, and actually, it was neat. What's kind of neat is the Gaia showed that there is a public trail that they didn't know in the family. I was like, hey, you guys might want to look into this, because they actually, the association owns like the mountain.
Oh, wow.
They have their own association.
Yeah.
So it's all this group. And there is a public trail that goes through to a waterfall to an old mine.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It is.
That'd be very
Now,
cool.
how far away is that from here?
If you, again, it's easily an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
But with, the traffic, it was 10.
Oh, wow.
Atlanta traffic.
Well, you were doing holiday stuff too, right?
And I don't fly. Going up there, we made it in 8 hours with all the stops. But coming home because of accidents,
Yeah.
and I don't understand. You're on a straight road.
Yeah, people are distracted. Things happen.
They're watching movies on their phones.
You're a straight road. It's just, and if you're going to change a lane,
Yeah,
look,
you know how crazy people are.
I
on that
do.
road,
I
you
do.
know. All right.
So yeah. So, but we can talk about our subject today is
Well, this is kind of following after we did a class.
we actually had a very good class.
We had fun at it.
We had a lot of fun. Good group. And, we've never had a bad group.
No.
No.
Jeepers are good folks.
I'm just saying, and it was across the board. We had people had
experience.
Gucci Jeeps.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's people have, $100,000 Jeep and down to a 2004 TJ, and that he had it pretty well rigged out.
Yeah, he was a rock crawler.
He was the guy, the Flagler guy.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's,
So-
There was a guy where was he at? He was in, I want to say Saudi Arabia.
Dubai.
Dubai. Him and his wife just came back.
yeah, it's a good country. And they have a lot of desert riding.
Yeah.
A lot of desert tunes, a lot of desert.
The Mojave would be great out there.
It would be, yes. And that's where we, again, Dubai is one of my favorite places in the world, believe it or not. Very unique, interesting place. So, yeah, a lot of money there, too. Oh, lots of money.
Yeah.
You know where I saw I'm off topic for a
That's
second.
okay.
But the most muscle cars was in Kuwait.
Really?
So I had to stay over there, and it was nothing against our government, but we're not always the most efficient. So I went from in special operations going over to Big Army. So I had to do the Big Army right, so Al Asaline, all these other places, and I'm like, I'm not staying on this base. So I just again finagled some things. I said, hey, I got a new flight out, and I didn't. I still had to wait 3 days, but I got to go into Kuwait City, and then we actually our company.
So you lied to the government.
To the Army, I said I had a place. They got me to the airport, and we had a location where we would put people.
Okay.
So I stayed there, which was great. I mean, it was really serious, good. And their oceanfront property is not a big deal to them. So
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, that's like they're building the palm frond. And
Yeah,
it's all waterfront.
Yeah, that's all water. Now it is, but in some other countries, like, what's the ocean? We could care less. But on Thursday nights, I've never seen so many 60s and 70s muscle cars, and they all come out and they all cruise the strip, as I did when I was in Kuwait City. It was just really interesting, really, really interesting. And then on the, again, lots of money. But then they have these off-road vehicles. They have tons of off-road vehicles. And I'm not saying no common sense, but the idea of physics is out the window. It's out the window.
If you watch YouTube, you'll understand what we're saying.
Now you post
Some of that
a
stuff.
lot of that stuff.
And some of that stuff is from Central and South America, which, again, come on, folks, some basic learning
Right.
would do you some good. But, there's off-roading all over the world. And I wish they would take lessons.
That's pretty funny. All right.
But anyways, we had our class up at Dodge Daytona Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Yep.
In their little I guess we call it the classroom.
Yes.
So we started off in there. We started discussing the different things about your off-road equipment that you should be looking for in a basic way.
Yes.
And now our next thing, I think, is we're going to kind of go down the road of advanced stuff.
Yes.
I mean, in reality, we need to, even though we're flat here. But there is times like Ocala, there's narrow trails out there and there's deep gullies out there.
Yes.
That people get stuck in and you can't get around.
And you have to learn how to redirect. You have to learn to set yourself up.
Right.
And I agree with that. And there are a lot of trails.
Oh yeah.
Where you're the vehicle in behind will get offset a half a vehicle, and then from there you're going to rig and go.
Right. So one of the things we taught at the basic was the double line pull, and people were kind of like amazed by it. Like, how'd you do that?
But it needed to be done. I mean, that's using the pulleys
it reduces what is put
the amount of force needed to overcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, some of these basic things you're talking about, this will tie into our sponsors.
Yes, our sponsors. We got B&B Fasteners. You know, they supplied us with a lot of stuff.
A lot of tools. A lot of tools that will make your life easier.
Yes.
Definitely.
So don't be afraid to reach out to them. But anyways, back to the topic is there's much out there. You have to really research or ask somebody that actually knows what's going on.
A good pulley versus a bad pulley. We showed the difference between good pulleys and bad pulleys.
Yes, like I had my cheap $20 one that has a gap a mile wide in it that if you're using synthetic, it's going to drop in there and cut it.
Yes, and talked about the donuts for people who like the donuts and good quality one, like the Factor 55 versus the other brands.
Yep.
And the engineering that goes into it. Soft shackles. We went into the design of soft shackles. I'm a big fan of 2 to 3 pulleys. 2 is a minimum, but I prefer 3 pulleys, and I carry them. So
because you can do redirect with it.
I can do a lot with it.
I can back myself out with it.
Yes.
People go, huh? How did you do that?
Yeah, so my winch line extension. And we talked about winch line extension. And actually the advances in the winches, they're changing. They're the old days of, 500-600 amps are now down in the 300 amps.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're actually getting more efficient motors, producing less heat, which is good if you're going to have synthetic versus steel cable. I'm a bigger fan of synthetic wherever I go. And if I was in a mountainous area, I would just bring the protective sleeves to put over is what I would do. And actually just going through the different types of synthetic lines.
Yes.
Again, what to look for. And we were real big at making them, looking and inspecting at them. So when is it good? When's it bad? Look for bad spots, burrs, cuts, frays.
That'll all be in more so the advanced side of it because
we're going to make them splice.
Oh yeah,
we'll make them splice.
Fids are on order.
Yeah, we'll make them.
Do we have a date set for the next class?
Not yet.
Okay,
not yet. It's coming. It'll be in a month probably.
Okay, wow.
We need to do another beach run because they're getting stuck in St. Augustine or even locally. How do people get again, folks? Learn how to put your vehicle in 4-wheel drive.
All you gotta do is look at Santo.
We did.
You see it. You see the people that get stuck.
How do you get stuck with a 4Runner? With a TRD.
They just don't know. Put it in 4 low and you get out.
He had a Jeep, a white Jeep that got stuck.
Well, he didn't know. He didn't know how to put it in 4-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive, but
he didn't know how
still.
to.
But with that advanced traction control on the 4Runner, you just push the button and it'll crawl, fix every wheel, and
they just don't know how to run it. They
don't know everything their vehicle's capable of.
A lot of stuff. There's so much. I mean, just looking how to run the infotainment system on these things now. I mean, it's basically a computer.
Yeah.
Learning that, there's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's how this all came about for us. Was that we saw the need that people don't know how to do things.
Well, we saw it
and they don't
Cracker Ranch. The first year we did Cracker Ranch, we're like. It was funny. We're like, you looked at me and like, the things I've seen, I'm like, hey, let's put together a course. And then when you took over, that's where, because we saw some things that were
scary,
unsafe,
very scary.
And people think, oh, that's what my grandfather did. Well, actually things have really changed.
Yeah.
The advance in technology, again, everything we've done.
Even though chain was used a lot, it doesn't rebound.
No. It's got its application.
Where cable, you stretch it, it will rebound.
Oh, it's cable. Yes. Cable under stress. When it gets suddenly released, it's sharp. It's going to cause damage, everything else. Synthetic rope is less, especially if you use your winch line dampeners, you're going to bring it down. I can tell you it'll bring it down to the ground.
Yes.
I've witnessed it. But Steel cable is even, you're not going to. That's still going to come back with a large force.
Yeah, especially if you put like a shock load on it.
Oh, yes. And then whatever you have, whatever broke, whatever failed. So if it was your hook that failed, that's coming back. Whatever type of attachment you have on it. So,
Or even at the winch. I've seen them snap at the winch and
Yes.
go to the
yeah.
scary.
Yes.
So here's something to think about. If you're stuck out in a trail, what do you look for to get unstuck? What's the hierarchy of what you would attach to is what I'm asking.
Okay. So I would say first, can I dig myself out, air down, and drive out? If I can't, then I have to start looking for anchor points.
Correct.
So then for anchor points, so when we go out, it's not fair to me because I bring everything in the kitchen sink. I even bring stove to cook, Yes. So the first thing you're gonna look for is hopefully a tree.
Tree is number one.
And a tree strap to put on it. You're gonna put your tree strap down low.
Correct.
So that's what you're gonna look for to begin with. And again, it depends on where we are in Florida. When I've done some of my government classes, it's only palm fronds. So what do you do there?
You can still, if you get enough of them.
Yes.
If you have a long enough tether,
Yes.
you can get around them and get down to the base, and that can be used.
That can be used. It can be.
Because we used it out at Cracker Ranch once.
Yes.
When we were stuck in that little
Yeah.
section there.
And that's a good example of looking at all those totalities. We don't have big boulders here like they do out west or in other parts of the country, but they have the big boulders you could use. I carry a pull pal land anchor.
That would be your last resort for the most part.
For the most part. Again, it's terrain specific. So I always bring it because no matter where I am, I have that tool because I'd rather have it than not have it. And there were some places we went to because Florida has savannas. Florida has a unique vegetation, so we have some unique spots. So I've been in places where there was nothing you're going to attach to. So it would be the land.
Another vehicle.
If you have another vehicle or you can get in front of you.
Right.
And get in the right spots, yeah. True. What's your next one?
Let's see here. Tension management and shock loading. We talked kind of about that.
Not on a winch. Don't shock load your winch.
No. And your
Now, what
winch
do you mean by shock loading?
Shock loading is if you let slack into it and then try to pull with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a kinetic rope. Kinetic rope is designed to have that shock put
Yes.
to it, whereas a winch is not. The winch cable
And you
is
might
not.
get that sometimes.
Right, because someone will take and
Yes.
catch and be able to catch up with you and back out.
Because what they're doing is driving assist as you're winching. So they're driving while you're winching, but you have to watch that slack. And again, that's where good communication comes in.
Exactly. So, and then we'll cover that in a minute.
Yep.
We were talking about real world tongue twister there, recoveries, and we've seen it, we've done it. A lot of people haven't. So
No.
that's one of the things I'd like to incorporate into our training is come up with somehow of doing it.
Everybody always goes with the spare tire, but that's a 45-minute to an hour operation just to get it off, bury it, get it set. I mean, the fastest I've ever seen it done, and that was with a special forces group. But they've done it so many times that they could get it done in 20, 25 minutes, and they're hooked up and they're pulling.
Yeah, but all of them are digging at the same time.
Again, yes.
Dirt's flying.
So everybody's a team, and everybody's a worker. And it goes, but when we go out, as you see,
Oh yeah, there's only a few that are workers that are
Yes.
trying to get whatever's done.
Correct.
Where others are standing back with their video going, "Hey."
yes. Or again, it's their significant other that's not actively involved. They're always a passenger
Right.
versus being a co-driver. And I really, if you go out with your family, teach your family to be co-drivers
Yep.
and let them and flip flop so that you can work together as a team for recoveries, everything else.
Now, if I have my significant other with me, I'm trying to train her, I get very aggravated. So in that sense, look for someone that's around that does teach,
Yes.
that does have certificates and all that,
Yep.
that can take them in your vehicle and teach them how to drive your vehicle and how to recover it.
So even me, I took my wife to another group, and I knew the instructors, and they're super nice people. And they trained. I was there, and I was there like laughing. I'm like, guys, I got to bring my wife to you. And they're like laughing, and I'm like, yeah, I can't teach my wife. My kids are better, but and I'm not. So she went
It's
there.
hard.
She went there. She learned. Everybody was great. They actually picked on her because of me, but she goes, I loved it because it was good. It was good humor. And she really, and though she could do, she learned everything, all the rigging, everything, high lift jack. She had to do it all. And
Because we've talked about it. What happens for God
Yes.
only some reason the driver is incapacitated? What are you going to do?
yes,
Okay, you may have somebody else with you,
yep,
but are they medical qualified? Do they know what to do?
Yep.
Do they know how to get you out of there? So
can
on
they
and so
read the
forth.
map? Can they read the GPS?
Yes.
Can they drive a standard shift vehicle?
Yes, exactly.
Another
Yes.
one.
Well, that's the reason why
You'd be surprised. A lot of them can't.
My wife can't, and she refuses to learn. Now my kids learn, with the exception of my stepdaughter Kaylee, but all the kids have learned to drive a stick, and that's a good point. But again, back to your family members, get them training, let them have fun, let them come to our school. And we've trained husband and wife, and sometimes it's pretty fun.
That would be kind of an interesting class, at least a section of it. For those who can't drive a stick,
Yes,
let them learn.
Yes.
Show them. Say, look, this is what you're going to do.
yeah,
Going to have to.
Yeah.
You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So
At least give them a class to get a feel for it. You know.
So we're gonna laugh. We had way back in the day when I was working at Daytona PD, we used to do some undercover ops. So if we're doing undercover ops, I would always tend to rent a car that was a stick shift, especially if we're going out picking up ladies of the afternoon, because they're gonna want to make the deal right away in the car. So
wait, back up. Ladies of the afternoon.
or the evening,
So you would.
prostitution stings.
Oh, stings.
So-
Oh,
stings.
okay. So, this
we're going.
is a sting.
We're going
this
out to
isn't
make
for
it a
pleasure.
Yeah, we're going out.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, quite a
man,
few lost their jobs doing
hey,
that.
Look, man.
Quite a few lost their
Just
jobs.
trying to clarifying it. That's all.
So
Just
we
kidding.
had a new guy to the unit, and he's a prior Marine and only been on for a few years. And when he was in the Marines, they didn't have stick shift vehicles. So we rented a vehicle and threw him in, and he couldn't drive this. So the reason why we did the stick shift is
Yeah.
your hands were here, so if the person came over to do anything, you were always shifting. So you would drive to the takedown area because you've hopefully made the deal, and we're listening on the bug the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so then nothing can happen, so we don't have to deal with all that. But so yeah, so we
So
did
your
stick
hands
shift.
are always working.
So the hands are,
So
and
they
it
don't
kept
wander
the person
if
from
you're-
coming
yeah.
over the console.
Okay,
It
true.
so that was why we did the stick shift.
Okay.
And but we had a guy, prior Marine, that couldn't drive a stick shift vehicle. So lesson learned.
I guess
So
so.
guess what we did? Me being the EVOC instructor,
he learned how to drive a stick.
he learned how to drive a stick,
There you go.
and he didn't like that because then he had to go back out and
Use
work
what he learned.
Yes,
yeah.
he had to do.
Well, I mean, that would be kind of a cool thing to do.
Take them to the beach would be probably the best place to do it, or out like the power lines.
Yes, yeah, great places.
That way they're not on pavement. They're not.
And there's not a lot of people around, not everything else, and you have the real terrain they're going to be driving in versus the hard top.
Of course, they have cameras, so social media. We're going to be there.
Oh yeah, but that's the fun, I mean, it's
But that's
gonna be
the fun part. We
it'd
can
be
have a good
fun
time with
It'd
it.
be
Yeah.
a fun time. Yeah. So yeah.
Interesting. All right.
All right, guys. Is that
That it?
Do you think that's it?
Yeah, I think that's for this one.
I think that's good. I think we covered what we want to do, what we're going to go over.
Yep. Okay. So we want to thank B&B Fastener and Supply over there in Norman Beach. You can get to their website at bbfastener.com. Also, Best Price Trailers. They're the ones that hooked us up with our equipment trailer, and you can get them at bestpricetrailers.com. Also, Dodge, Daytona, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Thank you guys for having us over and letting us teach. This is also known as Randy's Place.
Yes, it is.
And we got to get Randy to keep talking about this.
Yeah, he keeps saying. He said he was
Well,
available.
we got, and obviously this is the first time for the Off-Road Toolbox, but we are in a new studio.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
And things are going to be changed. We're moving, and the saying is Rome wasn't built in a day.
Nope.
So we do have a lot of stuff in that we've already implemented into the scene here.
Yes.
We have new tables coming in at some point, and another camera so they can see the producer,
Yep.
me,
That's
whoever
true.
else is producing.
We don't get to see you anymore.
That's
yeah?
fine.
We used to in the
That's
old
okay.
days.
No one needs to see me.
He is the
but-
man behind the curtain now.
Yes,
Truly.
he is.
I used to have a business called that too.
Yes.
That was my business years ago. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So thanks for tuning in again.
Yep.
If you're watching us on YouTube at Jeep Beach Official, they're watching it.
Of
If
course.
if you're listening to us, go to
Yes.
at Jeep Beach Official, our YouTube channel, and
Or you can
check
even
us
go to
out.
our website, offroadtoolbox.com.
That will work, and you get all the information you need.
Yes.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank you,
All right.
folks.
All right, guys. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox, powered by Best Price Trailers.